So the Volvorino, I have not seen the Volvorino. I don't even know the last time. It got delivered down here last December from Jonnie Lindberg. So came down, I drove it a little bit and then left it here thinking I'd be back over the winter and all that, and that never happened. I ended up testing stuff, and shit was right next door even one time, and testing 2.0 before going to Gainesville or right after like I don't even know, but never even had a chance to get over here to fire it up. But luckily I got Freedom Frank has kept great care of it, and he took it to a car show, I think, even. So but we're gonna see if she fires up and take her for a little rip and screw around. It is raining, so probably worse condition for a drift car, but will she fire? Oh yeah.
Like a kitten.
Maybe not. She's been sitting around a little too long.
This is the Volvo they should have built.
Yep. Oil pressure. And brakes.
How good are those brakes?
They're good. Yep. Better than the ice cream truck. Fuel leak.
Beautiful.
Runs like a champ. I should roll up the windows. What's that?
What's in this?
Oh.
Does it got Alice in it or something?
Yeah.
Is it still front wheel drive?
No.
Or rear wheel drive? All of this?
out there practicing.
Yeah, what the heck?
Volvorino's always a good time.
You call me in for the burner.
So go set up a pattern.
Yeah.
Somebody needs a lot of practice in that car. So that's only like,
before you look cool.
yep, exactly. And then I'm like, oh, I'll get it to where I'll just spin it around one of these corners, and I'm like, all I need is it to just catch on something, then shoot up and hit the wall. Then, all right, this Volvorino. This was Jonnie Lindberg put this together. This was actually his car he was using for his stuff, and then one day he just called. Like Aiden drove it around a little bit. I drove it a little bit at his shop, but then he called and said, do you want it? And I said yes. And then it got delivered when I was down here for the snowbirds race last December, beginning of December. Got brought down here and dropped off. Well, it sat here at the Cleetus compound at the Freedom Factory since. I only drove it that one time for a couple minutes. We actually took it to the store one day, but it still has an expired, like 5 year ago license plate on the back of it. So not even sure whose license plate it is, but all right. Took it out for a few laps today, but it is crate motor LS GM deal or whatever, and it has Willwood calipers on the front, but the discs and stuff Jonnie actually had sent over, they're off of a Volvo truck. Obviously Volvo's a Swedish car, and Jonnie's Swedish, so his brother acquired a lot of the parts, like the bar and the brake components. A lot of that stuff came over from Sweden, was shipped over. So I'd said that I wanted to possibly do roundy round with it because they're building the track in Tampa here, the Enclave, and he upgraded it with the with bigger brakes so that it'd be a little bit better for roundy round type deal. But you got a 6-speed Tremec in it. I'll show you the inside. But trunk just a fuel cell battery. It's pretty clapped out, but it has a perfect amount of patina, if you ask me. So now I do want to say that I had this Volvo before the other Swedes with the Volvo 240 wagon appeared on Drag Week this year. First time I saw their Volvo was at Sick Day in August. So I had this long before that. So I did not copy. What's his name? Mike, isn't it? Yeah, Michael. So, but full cage in here that Jonnie did. Still has the functioning back seats, power windows. It's got the Tremec 5-speed. It's got the drift stick in it. The minimal required gauges. It does have lights, turn signals. There's a street legal car. We just drove it over to the other shop, which is right down the whatever, literally a block away. But she is running, like, even when I was out there running a couple laps with it a little bit ago, it needs more water or something, because it was running a little warm, but I mean, these LS's. Steve, what do the LS's like to run besides 210? All my factory stuff runs 210. Is that what an LS loves?
Yeah.
So-
Thermostat.
So, well, 230 though I think was more than the thermostat. Might just have a high rev thermostat.
Yeah, that's it.
So when I was out there too, we had the fire extinguisher bounced around in there. I was waiting for that to go off. Steve rode in the back. He complained about the tunnel heat, but more than likely the exhaust goes through there. Well, yeah, you do have just one big pipe in the back, so
It's gotta be just the way it all goes through.
because I don't know where else with it sitting so low it'd be hanging all the way under the car.
It must be.
So it's basically it's a winter beater, so that's why it's got that in there for heat.
Because
So-
the heater fan doesn't.
Yep.
Heater fan doesn't work.
But having it out on this track with those little burnout tires, a little sketchy. So, but just an all-around cool car. That's the Volvorino.